What do you mean? I can't. What do you mean invite you? You can't join through my profile? I okay. I can't do it when I'm in a broadcast. What do you mean you're joining? Okay. Are you in? Okay. I want you to speak loud and clear.
Yeah.
Are you in, Chef? Okay. Okay, go.
Welcome, guys, to ESW. Yeah. Welcome to the ground zero. Let's get with this main eventers.
This arena is absolutely electric right now for this steel cage match, guys. And I assure you, this is not your typical match. We're going to see these competitors do things inside that cage that they didn't even know they were capable of.
This dude looks like he's ready to fight. Oh my gosh. These dudes look like they're ready to fight tonight, yo.
We've seen some crazy steel cage matches in the past, and guys, this one should be no different. And keep in mind, this is among the most taxing matches in all of WWE. Regardless of the outcome here tonight, these superstars will be feeling the effects of this steel cage for quite some time. Here we go with this huge triple threat match. Nailed it. Kinshasa! Oh, man! Harsh impact.
Oh, a leg sweep.
Beautiful technique.
Oh no. Oh. Leg sweep. Oh. Dang.
There's a certain feeling that comes over the combatants in a steel cage match once they hear the door close and see the official lock it. A superstar must know that their body is going to be formed against the steel, that their face will most likely be raked across the cage, and that anything is legal in this environment.
Oh, bumped. Oh. Oh my gosh.
What is he going to do?
No
Oh,
disqualification stipulation in a triple threat match can take
move.
the battle in many directions, and each one is more unexpected than the next. A superstar can be attacked with a weapon and can be assaulted by an individual who's not even signed to compete in the match, and the contest will continue because everything's legal.
To know that someone could bludgeon you with a sledgehammer, lay you out with a chair, or beat you with a kendo stick, or you can be attacked by someone who's not in the match, and the referee can't do anything about it. It makes things very difficult if you're on the receiving end of assaults like that. Uh-oh! Sizing him up. In trouble! Doesn't even see it coming!
Oh my God, people are cheering him on. Oh my gosh. Oh no, don't turn around. Please don't turn around. Oh no. Oh no.
Looks like he's starting to sweat
he
now.
missed it.
He's going to have to cut off his opponent's offense. Counter here. He might have it.
He countered
Ooh,
it.
what impact. Perfectly executed, guys. You just can't underestimate the effectiveness of a move like that.
He's stumbling some now. His chances of winning this triple threat match are starting to dwindle.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
no.
clearly not on the right side of this match right now, which is a little surprising to me.
Oh,
Before
my
2017's
gosh.
Extreme Rules, there were just 3 previous tag team matches where championship gold was decided inside a steel cage in the history of WWE special events. The Hardy Boys were in 2 of those matches. At Extreme Rules, and we know what's coming here.
Oh no, oh no.
Looking for a
Oh,
repeat.
he missed it. He missed the dive. Oh, he's going to miss that shot. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Please don't.
Oh, what a boot to the face.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Can Michi 2.0 get it?
Sizing him up.
In trouble.
Doesn't even...
Oh, the big boot.
That has got to be it. Okay, this time has to do it.
There's a pin now. Oh, he kicked out. Unbelievable. How did he do that? Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
What you doing? What you doing? What's going to happen? Oh, you suplex. Suplex. Oh God, he's calling for the door. He is calling for the door. Beast Boy is calling for the door. Can Michi 2.0 get to it? He flipped him off. Oh no, he missed it. Oh no, is Michi gonna do it? Is Michi gonna do it? Oh no. 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 Oh my gosh, Michi got put right in the middle of the ring. Oh no. Is he gonna try to escape from the cage? He's gonna try to escape from the cage. Is he gonna do it? It's gonna do it, bro. I wonder who's gonna win this match. It's been a great match. Michi,
The WWE Universe has seen the evolution of the steel cage in the enclosure known today as Hell in a Cell. The first time an enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1983 in the last Battle of Atlanta. The enclosed cage was seen a few years later in the War Games match from the NWA. There were even cages stacked on top of each other like WCW's Tower of Doom.
Byron, before you mention the strategy some superstars have implemented for competing in a triple threat match, and that includes having a finishing maneuver to put someone away for the 1-2-3 and a submission to make them tap out. There are many superstars in WWE who can do just that, which makes them even more dangerous to opponents.
The way I look at it is you can never have enough weapons at your disposal, especially in something like a triple threat match. If a superstar can defeat someone by pinfall and submission, to me, they increase their chances of victory in a match where the odds are against them to begin with.
He's gonna win this great match, this great entertaining match. Oh my God. He got up. Oh, he missed. Oh, what's the move? What's going on?
Oh, what impact! He's looking a little weary here. This match is definitely testing his metal, guys.
He's taking on some damage, but so is his opponent. This match can go either way at this point.
Rocket kick!
Oh, he's getting up. He's getting up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that almost ended.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches.
Oh no, he stopped it.
He's left wide open here.
I don't think he even realizes it. He looks dazed.
He's about to get back. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Human Beast is under control, but now oh no, oh my God, Human Beast.
He's not in a good spot here, guys.
He simply needs to find a way to regroup.
Oh no, he's taunting. Oh, he's taunting. Oh no. What's he gonna do?
Oh, shot right to the kick and again. Great way to wear down your opponent. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Ooh. Richie 2.0 is gonna feel that tomorrow.
Avoids trouble there.
Oh, in the turnbuckle. Slapped him like a little girl. Oh my God.
The crowd clearly divided for this triple threat match. There doesn't seem to be a runaway favorite in this one.
Bulldog, one-handed.
He's gonna escape. Nope.
The steel cage is a massive enclosure that stands 15 feet in height. For almost 35 years, a select group of high flyers have taken their aerial assaults to greater heights. And when I say that, I mean superstars climb to the top of the steel cage, the real high-rent district, and dive off onto their opponent. It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over.
When this guy's on, look out. To your point earlier, Byron, we've definitely seen some unbelievable attacks be launched from the top of the steel cage. You mentioned the most iconic, the steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship that saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka clash against bitter rival, the magnificent Morocco.
There's no denying that Superfly set the bar. You look over the years to people like Jeff and Matt Hardy, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. They continued to push the envelope and executed unbelievable attacks from the top of the cage. And watch Rikishi take flight off the top of the steel cage. Uh-oh! Sizing him up. In trouble! Doesn't even see it coming.
Oh my gosh.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
There's something waiting for you.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
Oh, code breaker.
Oh my God, a clothesline.
Man, oh man.
Oh my God. Oh.
Here he goes. Belly to belly suplex. And then he's got him covered. 2.
Belly to belly.
3. This steel cage match is in the books.
2. 3. Michi 2.0.
Victory here tonight.
He's the man.
You get a one-on-one match like that, you hate to see one of them come up short. That's just the harsh reality.
And that'll do it here for this one-on-one match. I hope you enjoyed it as much as this live crowd
That was
appears to have enjoyed.
victory. They're gonna feel
Dangerous.
all
These
these
superstars
pins and
still
blows
willingly sign up for Extreme Rules matches.
Dang,
that's what amazes me the most.
Match. Next match.
All the way up. Suplex.
Oh. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Of course, Extreme Rules matches have resulted in some gruesome moments over the years, and perhaps none was more gruesome than in 2012 when Brock Lesnar busted John Cena open following a vicious attack.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh no, what's gonna happen?
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh.
The triple threat match from Vengeance featuring The Rock, The Undertaker, and Kurt Angle took complete advantage of the no count-out and no disqualification stipulations. There was a full-scale brawl out on the floor within the first few minutes of the match. The Dead Man battled both superstars and refused to relinquish his undisputed WWE Championship. It was anyone's match. These superstars threw caution to the wind and went at each other with a ferocity we've never seen before. When all three gladiators were down, the Olympic hero dropped the Dead Man with the Angle slam for what should have been the end. But the Bronco Bull made it to his feet, sent Angle crashing to the canvas with a rock bottom, and bam, became the new undisputed WWE champion.
Oh, slapped him like a little girl in prison.
Without a doubt, this is a volatile situation, guys. Don't even know superstars are dangerous without weapons. Then you put them in an environment like this, and who knows what you're liable to see.
Oh. Ooh, ooh.
You mentioned the triple threat rules earlier. Well, this match type became popular in the 1990s when it also went by names like the triangle match in WCW or a the end may be near.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh, that's my
He's got to capitalize now. He's starting to stumble here. I don't think he expected to be in this position here. I know it's early, but he has to do everything in his power not to let this get out of hand. Now that's he goes for the cover.
Digging deep for a kick out.
Might have slipped there, Cole.
good, man. He kicked at it.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Not so fast. I don't know how much more of this he can take. I think this one's over.
Some superstars who've competed in a triple threat match feel it's a good idea to have both a finishing move that brings you to a pinfall attempt on your opponent and a submission move that can make your opponent tap out. Given the chaotic and unpredictable nature of a triple threat, that sounds like a good plan to me.
Harsh impact. Nailed it. As Byron mentioned, innovation certainly is a key in a match like this. A competitor can't be adverse to taking action outside the ring. By no means is this your traditional contest.
No, it's not, Cole, but at the same time, you still win this match the old-fashioned way, by pinfall or submission.
No, there's the reversal.
Beat it.
Here we go a second time.
Oh my gosh. These guys are definitely going to do this tomorrow, man.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
Ryan's pinning.
Ooh, what impact. Ooh. This might be it. Oh, my.
Please don't. No, don't do it. Do not do it. Do not. Oh.
In matches like this, guys, you learn very quickly which superstars have what it takes to truly get extreme.
Ooh.
Oh, boy, he is rolling. Oh, boy, he is rolling. Oof.
This is a great match. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose, guys? We cannot tell until this match is over.
We've seen it on so many occasions, Corey. A superstar has the match won, and all they have to do is pin their opponent. Or a submission is locked in, and the person is fractions of a second away from tapping out, and that's when it hits. The third participant in the match comes in to break things up and launch an attack on their own.
There is no time to spare in a triple threat match. Just when a superstar thinks the match is theirs for the taking, and they're moments away from victory, the rug is yanked out from under them with no warning. That's why in a triple threat, a competitor must move carefully and swiftly, or it could cost them the match.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, my God. Oh, what's he gonna do with that chair?
You gotta believe this one's over.
Holy shit.
I gotta say, watching this match, I'm definitely seeing similarities to the May 2016 Extreme Rules match, where Roman Reigns defended his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against AJ Styles.
Beautiful technique.
I'll do it.
When it comes to brutality, I would agree with Michael Cole's assessment that this match shares similarities with the 2016 Reigns-Styles match. Though for me, the biggest story of that night came after the match.
And I'd agree with that for sure. Absolutely nobody thought they'd see Seth Rollins on that night, especially Roman Reigns.
He's looking at it.
Whoa!
That one fails to connect.
Great idea by him. Too bad it was awfully executed, though.
If you ask me, guys, matches like this where there are essentially no rules are one giant free-for-all where absolutely anything can happen.
Nailed it.
Got the shoulders down. I wouldn't have been surprised if that was it. Wow.
Man, oh man.
I like the way you describe this match, Byron. It's one giant free.
At 2016's Clash of Champions, it was another classic triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. It was Bayley versus the Boss, Sasha Banks, versus the champion, Charlotte Flair. The match started out more like a singles match between the Boss and the Queen. Bayley learned very quickly it was every woman for herself.
He's playing with him now. The triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship was another example of the incredible competition between the female superstars of WWE. Charlotte was physically dominant and fighting off the challenges of Bayley and Sasha Banks. At one point, the Queen even landed a moonsault on both their opponents at the same time. But the Boss and Bayley put it all on the line and kept fighting.
There were several near pinfalls during this battle, but in the end, as it should be, the Queen exhibited her genetic superiority by fighting off both her challengers. After drilling Bayley with a boot to the face, the Queen pinned the hugger and retained her Raw Women's Championship.
As we've seen in the past, Extreme Rules matches create a type of hysteria that's difficult to describe, even more difficult to contain.
Call your friends, let them know what's going on right now in this awesome match. I'd have to agree with what Byron's saying. When you've got action taking place all over the arena, complete with every weapon imaginable, it's not easy to keep up.
Well, try, Cole. That's what you're getting paid for, isn't it?
You've got to believe this one's over.
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over.
This is it. No, he reverses it.
Harsh impact. Real quick reminder, guys, there are no disqualifications and no countouts in this one. Anything is legal. Oh, and there are enough weapons under the ring to fill an armory.
The tension, the drama. This is electric. Corey, we've seen unbelievable championship matches and triple threat contests over the years. You're absolutely right. The fact that a champion does not have to submit or be pinned or be factored in the decision at all to lose their championship is something that can influence their approach to the match.
As some would say in a triple threat, you don't have to beat the champ to become the champ. That's a risk that a champion runs when being put in this type of match. We've heard from many superstars who say that fact does affect their training and overall preparation for a triple threat match. It would have to.
Without a doubt, this is a volatile situation, guys. WWE Superstar. And will this be it? Yes. One, two. And he got a near fall out of it.
Can you believe what he's withstood here tonight?
Russian leg sweep. Oh, nasty impact.
Corey, you mentioned the triple threat rules earlier. Well, this match type became popular in the 1990s when it also went by names like the triangle match in WCW or a three-way dance in ECW. When we talk about a triple threat match, something else about the stipulations that's important to include is that the match can also be contested under elimination rules.
For more than 25 years, triple threat style matches have been mainstays in sports entertainment. Triple threats are utilized to crown a champion, establish it, going for the big one.
I gotta say, watching this match, I'm definitely seeing similarities. Ooh, what impact!
That has gotta be it.
It's worth noting that an amazing 8 Great American Bash pay-per-views took place in this great city of Baltimore.
Eventually, John Cena and Seth Rollins changed the landscape of the match.
Going for broke.
Oh, what impact!
To think, I almost...
The shoulders are down. 2! What is keeping this competitor going?
Can you believe this?
Yeah, he's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
And it's reversed. And now one more time.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
Bold move going for it again. Schoolboy. Not the fall that hurts. It's the sudden stop at the end.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
He's looking shaky.
Counter here.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
This could be all she wrote.
Beautiful technique. We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
At 2016's Clash of Champions, it was another classic triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. It was Bayley versus the boss, Sasha Banks, versus the champion, Charlotte Flair. The match started out more like a singles match between the boss and the queen. Bayley learned very quickly it was every woman for herself. Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
As Corey mentioned, Daniel Bryan versus Kane from 2014 provided scenes we never thought we'd see.
Wow, I thought he was a goner.
Nope, reverses it. Boom! Momentum clearly in his corner.
This might be it. Oh, my. But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys. Over and over and over. How many times are we going to see it?
Caught off guard.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Sling blade! Nicely done.
He's in trouble.
He can't withstand one bit more. Suicide dive.
Some superstars who've competed in a triple threat match feel it's a good idea to have both a finishing move that brings you to a pinfall attempt on your opponent and a submission move that can make your opponent tap out. Given the chaotic and unpredictable nature of a triple threat, that sounds like a good plan to me.
Byron, before you mention the strategy some superstars have implemented for competing in a triple threat match, and that includes having a finishing maneuver to put someone away for the 1-2-3 and a submission to make them tap out. There are many superstars in WWE who can do just that, which makes them even more dangerous to opponents.
The way I look at it is you can never have enough weapons at your disposal, especially in something like a triple threat match. If a superstar can defeat someone by pinfall and submission, to me, they increase their chances of victory in a match where the odds are against them to begin with.
Oh my gosh. Oh!
Real quick reminder, guys, there are no disqualifications and no countouts in this one. Anything is legal. Oh, and there are enough weapons under the ring to fill an armory.
Going to the top, high risk. When this guy's on, look out.
You got to wear your opponent down. Find that little weakness that could help you end up with a victory. Corey, we've seen beautiful technique. But he's running off shoulders on the mat. 1, 2, 3.
The pinfall and the victory.
3.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, Demon AJ.
Well, one action coming up here, guys, and I'm willing to bet this will be one we won't soon forget.
Totally agree with Michael. When you have two superstars as hungry as these two competing in the ring, you can bet it'll be memorable.
opponent, from Smithfield, North Carolina, weighing in at 220 pounds, Matt the Devil.
WWE's top stars ready to go here in one-on-one action.
This is the match I've been waiting for, guys. Ever since it was announced, I've been looking forward to seeing these two clash.
Successful in WWE in one-on-one action, but a fatal four-way? A competitor has just a 25% chance of being victorious. Those aren't the best odds for anyone.
You have to wonder where these four competitors are mentally right now, heading into what will undoubtedly be an intense battle.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what impact!
When you're a superstar in a fatal four-way match for a coveted WWE championship, or to be #1 contender, or just to settle a score, there are times you could be in there with a tag team partner, a friend, or an ally. I don't subscribe to such things, but remember, in a fatal four-way singles match, it's about every superstar for themselves.
Ooh, what impact! When we talk about fatal four-way matches, and Corey, you mentioned this before, everyone is battling for themselves. And there are instances when friends have to battle one another if they are to achieve everything they want to in sports entertainment.
Michael, that's true. As we've seen in the past, sometimes you have friends, even members of a brotherhood, clash in a fatal four-way matchup. Think back to what we saw at 2015's Payback when Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose ended up throwing down.
Knocks up. Harsh impact.
Allow me to take you back to December 7th, 2015, and one of the largest matches in WWE history, the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Elimination match. You had the Usos, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns versus the Wyatt family against the League of Nations against Team ECW. From the moment the bell rang, it was absolute chaos. And the DDT!
Byron, the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Elimination match that you spoke of earlier was certainly an exciting way to help close out 2015. The WWE Universe knew to forget what they thought they knew about... Here he goes! Here we go! Oh, 619!
Frog splash! Nobody does it quite like him.
Digging deep for a kick out.
Yeah, it's going to take more than that. Effectively using the knee.
Counter here.
Powerbomb.
Oh, no. We know what this is.
We can also see a fatal four-way tag team match, which means 16 superstars are participating, and one from each team is in the ring at the same time. Similar to a fatal four-way with one very interesting twist. A superstar can be tagged in or out by any other legal man in the ring, not just your tag team partner.
Byron, earlier you brought up the 16 Superstar 4-way elimination tag team match. It goes without saying that the match is quite the scene before the bell even rings. Something else I'd like to include is that in the Fatal 4-way tag team elimination format, once a Superstar gets eliminated, their tag team partner is eliminated as well.
That's right, Michael. Once a Superstar is eliminated, their partner is also done for the night. With this much humanity in the ring at one time, it's quite possible that the match will break down into...
Here we go.
Nasty impact.
What a comeback.
Dragon Slayer! Is he done? What's going to happen now?
I think this is the beginning of the end. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Super kick!
Drop kick. Hits the mark.
What a stop!
Good grief.
You gotta believe this one's over.
When I talk about Fatal 4-way match,
He might have it. Oh, and he reverses it. Byron, earlier you mentioned one of the classic Fatal 4-way confrontations in sports entertainment history. The match between John Cena, Edge, Shawn Michaels, and Randy Orton for the WWE Championship was a highly anticipated main event. The match saw a temporary reunion of the Rated RKO tag team and even saw Randy Orton and Shawn Michaels join forces to punish John Cena.
this match defined the chaos of a Fatal 4-way. In the end, Edge thought his spear on Randy Orton was enough to bring him the W.
This could be it.
Since there are no disqualifications in a Fatal 4-way match, a superstar has to be aware of the fact that if they're in an elimination Fatal 4-way match, someone who was eliminated can come back for retribution, and it's all legal. So you can eliminate an opponent, and they can interfere in the match later, and there's nothing anyone can do about it.
Byron, you touched on something earlier that's worth repeating. If you're a superstar competing in a Fatal 4-way elimination match and the competitor is eliminated, they can look to settle a score and affect the outcome of the match later. That's always a possibility in a Fatal 4-way match because of the no disqualification stipulation.
Michael, that's what I like to call an occupational hazard. We saw an example of that in 2016 during the Fatal 4-way elimination match, determined the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. The Miz was eliminated from the match, but let's say he had a major influence on the outcome of the contest. Just ask Dean Ambrose. History was made on Monday Night Raw the night after 2016 SummerSlam event.
Look out, look out! This could be it!
Oh boy, he is rolling. Oof, that has got to be it.
And here's a cover. Oh, somehow!
Can you believe this?
There is definitely a big fight feel, a main event feel that night on Raw as Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, and Big Cass collided in an epic battle. Each superstar tried to be as calculated as possible in their attacks. The WWE Universe looked on in awe when Roman Reigns dove over the top rope out on the floor and dropped Big Cass in KO.
When it looked like Big Cass asserted his dominance, Kevin Owens eliminated the 7-footer with a frog splash. But when Triple H appeared and pedigreed a battered Roman Reigns, it appeared the game was helping Seth Rollins. On that night, Triple H turned on his protege by way of the pedigree and gave Kevin Owens the path to victory and the Universal Championship. There are two things that are crucial for success in a Fatal 4-way match: being resourceful and timing. And one is really the product of the other. There are so many things in this type of match a superstar has to keep in mind. And no count out and...
Batten down the hatches. F5! Thunderous!
Game, set, match. This one is over.
Hell's Gate!
This is bad. This is real bad.
The Gogoplana's locked in.
That should do it.
Here is your winner, Matt the Devil.
A very decisive victory here tonight. You know, it didn't happen often, but I can attest, being pinned is humiliating.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the championship. Introducing the challenger from New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the United States of
Byron, if there's been a more highly anticipated triple threat match in recent memory, I can't recall it.
Me neither, Michael. Given the three competitors involved here, I think it's safe to say that heading in, this is among the most eagerly anticipated triple threat matches in recent memory.
But still I stand out and
WWE's top superstars are set to square off. And Michael, I can realistically envision any one of these three competitors having a hand race in victory tonight.
And introducing the champion from New York, weighing in at 294 pounds, he is the NXT Honored Champion.
Byron, what should we expect here tonight in this triple threat match?
When it comes to triple threats, Michael, you really have to expect perspective. Adding that third superstar to the fray really does add a level of intrigue that just can't be found in a traditional one-on-one match.
we're in control.
This is for the next level championship, ladies and gentlemen. Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Here we go with this huge triple threat match.
These guys are undoubtedly going to give us a show here tonight.
Here we go, back inside the ring. Oh, look at it.
These guys is going to fight. Oh, no. Look at me. Oh.
Now back to the ring.
In February of 2017, SmackDown Live was lit thanks to an epic triple threat match for the WWE Championship. Champion Bray Wyatt defended the title against former champions John Cena and AJ Styles. This battle overflowed with mayhem before the match even got underway, thanks to Luke Harper attacking his former leader, Bray Wyatt.
Rolling cutter. It's not often that the WWE Championship is incapacitated before a title defense. John Cena and AJ Styles rekindled the rivalry with a renewed enthusiasm for destroying one another. Bray Wyatt ended the match and made up for lost time as the Eater of Worlds used his body as a weapon. It was pure chaos as AJ Styles followed suit with an unbelievable array of aerial attacks on both superstars. And John Cena continued to fight back in hopes of winning a record-breaking 17th World Championship.
All three superstars pulverized each other with every move in their respective arsenals. When it looked like another air assault was coming from AJ Styles, John Cena thwarted the attempt and then walked right into Sister Abigail from Bray Wyatt to end the conflict. In that victory, the WWE went further into the darkness that was the era of Wyatt.
It's always important to get off to a strong start in a match. It's even more important to do that in a triple threat match, given that you're going up against two opponents at the same time. Add to that the no disqualification stipulation, and there's little to no room for error. One mistake, and it can cost you a lot more than winning the match.
Byron, you spoke about this before. A competitor must do everything they can do to start things off on the right foot in a triple threat match. One way to do that is to target one of your opponents and go after them as soon as the bell rings. You're battling two opponents at the same time, so it's hunt or be hunted.
And that's what I like, Michael. It's survival of the fittest in that ring. In a triple threat, a superstar can't waste time feeling opponents out, getting warmed up, or easing their way into the match. You have to go at it as soon as the match begins.
He's looking banged up here, guys.
And it looks like things are about to get even worse.
Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat. Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat. That gives new meaning to have a seat.
He's not looking like himself here. He can't rest on his laurels here. There are two other guys in there that want this match just as much as he does.
The dangers of this triple threat match appear to have escalated quickly on him. And this has all the makings of getting out of hand fast. He better be careful.
If his opponent somehow wins this thing, you could likely go back to this moment as the turning point of the match. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, shows no mercy.
In that poor chair, it looks like a twisted heap.
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Oh, shows no mercy.
In that poor chair, it looks like a twisted heap.
Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Looks like he's starting to tire. You can bet this is not how he drew this one up.
You'd have to think he came into this triple threat match with a plan. And I think it's safe to say that that plan has gone awry.
Some superstars who competed in a triple threat, it might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
He gets him with a reversal. This could be it.
Down with a powerbomb. That's you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
His shoulders are down. Byron, before you mention the strategy some superstars have implemented for competing in a triple threat match, and that includes having a finishing maneuver to put someone away for the 1-2-3 and a submission to make them tap out. There are many superstars in WWE who can do just that, which makes them even more dangerous to opponents.
The way I look at it is you can never have enough weapons at your disposal, especially in something like a triple threat match. If a superstar can defeat someone by pinfall and submission, to me, they increase their chances of victory in a match where the odds are against them to begin with.
When this guy's on, look out.
Spear! Shoulders on the mat. That was nowhere near a 3 count.
And we continue.
One.
Whack. Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
F5! Thunderous!
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Harsh impact.
Quick thinking to avoid that one.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
He wants it one more.
But he's got a count.
Nice. Shut it down.
The superstar always needs to be ready to be attacked by both opponents in a triple threat match. Circumstances.
You can't argue with the results. Escapes in a nick of time.
Oh, my God.
He doesn't want to do this out.
Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat. Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat. Whack! Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat. Takes him down in a major way, too.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Scoop slam!
Oh, no. We know what this is.
Destroy your face. That's how you put an exclamation point on a match.
Shoulders down.
True testament to grit.
Too early in the match to end it.
Oh, just inflicting so much damage to the body.
Looking for all the glory here. You can't teach the type of tenacity we're witnessing here. Unreal.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Penny predicament. One! What is keeping this competitor going?
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
Oh, nasty impact.
Showing no signs of defense here, guys. Absolutely helpless.
This might be it. Oh, my.
And there it is, boys.
Wait a minute. There goes the ref.
Man down.
Bam.
When this guy's on, look out.
Oh, and he reverses it. There's got to be some point in the match where those thoughts start to creep in that it could be over. And then you got to dig down deep. Get rid of the self-doubt and continue on toward victory.
This is going to be big, one way or another.
Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Ooh.
Hey, Byron, just like that'll mess up the back of your neck.
At some point, the referee may want to think about stopping this one before somebody gets seriously injured. They get dangerous out here, especially when there are no whack.
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
He's looking at it. Ooh, what impact.
We may be looking...
He's got the shoulders down. And the kick out.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches. F5! Thunderous!
If that doesn't end it, I don't know what will.
A competitor has been
The pinfall
eliminated.
and the victory.
And new NXT Honor Champion, the Superstar.
Big pinfall victory here tonight.
Wow, I can't believe the amount of punishment that had to be inflicted in order for those shoulders to stay down for the 3 count.
That's one of those personal WrestleMania moments and memories that will last a lifetime. I'm so glad we all got to be a part of it.
Watching the ESW live Ground Zero show. DTV, it's over.